Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Moxie DIY in Java. I'm Michelle. Today's video is all about Paris. So grab your cup of coffee and join me. To start this DIY, I painted all of the little tea set pieces Ivory Bisque by Rust-Oleum, and now what I'm going to do is combine Territorial Beige and this brown color, as well as some glossy Mod Podge, and we're going to paint all over the back of this cardboard. And the reason I'm doing this is that it's going to wind up being the little piece of hot chocolate that goes inside of all of the cups. Now I'm just going to cut this to size and put some paper towel on the inside of the cup and then glue this little brown piece in place. White puff paint is going to be our whipped cream, and then we're going to let everything dry. Moving on to the backdrop of this piece, I'm going to take a canvas from Dollar Tree, remove the canvas, and I have painted the frame with Cool Gray by Hippie Crafter. And I love this because it's kind of a bluish gray. It's really pretty. And then this is a free printable that I will have for you in both imperial measurements as well as metric. And I'm just going to glue it onto the existing canvas. Next, I will glue the frame and we will move on. The same method of glossy Mod Podge and brown paint, we're going to create the look of chocolate drips from the hot chocolate kettle. To create that look, all we're doing is we are loading the brush with a lot of paint and then dragging it across the edge of where we want the chocolate drip. And what this does is that it loads up that area and it creates a drip look. And it's a really cool effect. Next, I will hot glue these to the frame, and then we're done. Now for this DIY, we're going to spray paint one side of this key fob white and leave the other one pink. Now I had this Dior bag from an event and I didn't want to throw it away because I knew I could use it, and this is what I'm going to use it for. We're going to make a Dior key fob, and of course we can't forget that little bee. So all I did was I just traced my key fob onto the Dior bag and just kept trimming and trimming until I got it to the size that I wanted. And of course, the fashion creators of Paris are known as houses, so this is the House of Dior key fob. So all I'm going to do now is I am following the lines that are in this key fob. Once the Mod Podge is dried, I'm going to hit both sides with some clear spray paint to seal everything in. A lot of us have come together for this playlist to create some Parisian inspired DIYs, and this playlist is hosted by Brenda of Monner's Market and also co-hosted by Sarah of Sunflowers and DIYing. And both of these ladies are super sweet, super talented, and I consider them friends of mine. So I hope that you will go check out their channels. I'll have everything linked below, including the playlist. Also, go check out all the rest of the creators in the playlist because a lot of them have put some real effort into it, and I know you're going to find some great ideas. To get this DIY going, we're going to cut out this circle from the calendar page. It's a 2022 calendar, and I hope that you can still find something similar, or if you have this exact calendar, I hope that you can use this. But all I'm going to do is fussy cut it as soon as I get it to a more manageable size. So I'm going to cut it into 3 different sections and then give it a really good fussy cut. This DIY is my recreation of a Cafe de Flora table. They have some really amazing looking tables at their cafe, and they're very decorative and artistic, and I really tried to recreate a legit one, and it was a really bad fail. So I am now doing my own interpretation of it, and I hope that you like it. Okay, the pizza pan is dry and these are now fully cut. And all I'm going to do is just arrange them onto this pan. And I do like to have some of these leaves kind of go up and over the edges. So I'm going to try to do that with some of them, not all of them, and just really focus on the edges of these cuts so that way nothing comes up. I have no intention of ever washing this, so I'm not too worried about that per se, but I don't want it to come up as I use it either because then it will cause it to tear and just not look good. I'm just going to go over these with a slightly damp towel and just really press down on it and kind of clean up some of those edges. And then I'm also going to use this. It's the font that they use on their tables. And since I don't have graphite, I just used the cheater method and went over the back with pencil, and then now I'm literally just tracing it. Can't really see it on camera, but it is there. Now I'm going to use my favorite metallics. It's by Folk Art. I don't use any other metallics, but I'm going to literally be handwriting it. Now this is sped up. I'm going to slow it down right here so you can see how slow I'm going. I literally took 15 minutes doing this thing, but I wanted to make sure that I did it right. And the paint brush that I'm using is the super teeny tiny one that Dollar Tree sells in a pack of 2. And I really love using this one, especially for detail work. Once the lettering dried, I went over the edges with that same gold paint. And once that dried, I went over it with some clear spray paint. This gorgeous printable is from Georgiana Lane, and I will post her Instagram in the description box. And this was actually a free printable from her monthly newsletter. So again, I will post all that information down below. And this isn't really a DIY, it's more of a hack, but I thought it was too beautiful to not show you. Isn't that pretty? Okay, my lovely friends, we have reached the end, and I would love to know which one of these DIYs is your favorite. Mine is probably the Cafe de Flora tray, but I cannot wait to use the Dior key fob. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you'll consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, I'm so thankful for you. And until I see y'all in the next video, take care.